this ode. Behold her beauty, fine as gold, as great as Rome's fair cities. Here we are, get ready. But greater by far and joy to behold is the greatness of her intellect.
I couldn't think of a word to rhyme there. Is there one?
The sender of the first correct solution will receive 2 free tickets to our spectacle.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to Planet Marzipan, the Fish and Marillion podcast. I'm Mezza, and here's my mate,
Craig Houston.
Hello, welcome to Planet Marzipan. My name is Barnes. I'm here with my good friend
James.
And we're in Naples at the moment. And I'll just set the scene. I've just woke up in bed, top to toe, with a friend of the pod, James Levy.
Also known as Levy.
I hope everyone's all right. This is the first of our broadcasts. Mezza and Craig are not available anymore, so we've taken over the podcast. So, how are you going anyway, James? Welcome to Naples.
Oh, it's an amazing place. We had a wander last night, didn't we?
We did. We've got nothing to tell you about Marillion whatsoever, but other than to say we're about 25 minutes away from Pompeii. At some point, we're going to go and track down John Merrick and Craig if they're available. Don't know where they are.
Or if Faye's in the house.
Or if Faye's in the house. It'd be good to see her. I've done a little bit of Ted the Tourist in. At some point, we'll be going for a sherry at the Oak Pub. We tested it out last night and it was a success. And then ready for the big day tomorrow.
Yes. That's about as much as my brain can cope with.
Right, I'll stop the recording now because just on the off chance that the regular hosts want to get back on the podcast. Goodbye.
Hello, welcome to Planet Marzipan. I'm Mezza. I'm here with my good friend
Craig.
And we are here with part 2 of our Pompeii review. So we're welcoming back the following people: Thomas Schommers, Leo Trimming, Grae Tennick, Stuart Chandler, Craig Houston,
Hello.
and me. But yeah, I'm going to hand over to Craig and I, who were talking to people.
Salve.
Okay, shall we review the gigs, boys?
Yes.
Why not?
Go for Brooke.
Leo, this is a trial run for what you're writing down, okay?
Very different beasts, I'm afraid, John.
I
might
know that.
might
I'm
have some ideas.
Only joking. So the first gig was a Saturday night, the 25th of July, 2026. And I think a couple of you guys have already alluded to the opening. So there was that extended version of Splintering Harm. Anybody want to pick up on that?
It was corking. It was. Did I feel it go on a little bit too long? No, I was thinking because I knew it was a longer version than they'd used before, like in the 2013 and stuff like that. But I think with the lighting and the lasers, the whole ambience of it, the sun going down, it was getting dark. It just set it up perfectly. That's what I've got to say on that.
And it was great being outside. You saw the smoke drifting away through the lasers, which gave them there was a lot of body to them. But I mean, the combination of that intro and the lasers was just an amazing start.
I like the fact of the way each band member was sort of heralded like a gladiator entering the arena. It was really nice.
Yeah.
And they were like gladiators entering the arena. That was great.
I think it was extended enough to sort of heighten the anticipation, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it.
you were overawed by the lights and the staging of everything.
Couldn't quite work out what H was doing with the cricket bat. Was that just decorative? Was it? I don't know what he was doing.
Not sure.
Good forward defensive.
Yeah,
it was a fabulous start in my view.
Thomas, what did you make of the opening?
For me, it was all fine. I mean, I didn't think of that the intro was longer than at other shows before. I just loved it altogether, like the atmosphere of the amphitheater, the lightning with it. I mean, it was just, for me, it was like a perfect setup. It's, and a great start into probably, I know that a lot of people say that they like the second night better than the first night. I'm one of the person who says like I probably like the first night better than the second. Maybe for the simple reason that about like half to 2/3 of the set list the second night was the same as the first one. So it was kind of like a repeat, even like with all the lights and everything. So there was nothing like really unexpected anymore.
Yeah.
Except like a few songs. So for me, that first night, it was just heart touching. And I mean, it was really something special. And like my first Marillion concert, I actually went there not to see primarily Marillion. So that was in '86 in Cologne when they played with Queen. And well, I never saw Queen after that, but I don't know how many times I saw Marillion afterwards. So this was like probably like in my top 5 concerts of Marillion I saw. I really liked it a lot, and I mean, we had that question before, like with Lucy, like go back, and there were people like saying like you should come back there to Pompeii. My personal opinion about that is I hope they don't go back. Because like something like that you can't repeat, and the second time it's just gonna be like everybody thinking about how great the first time was, and then it's not.
Yeah.
Something will be different, and even just you may go there, and I mean we are all getting in a certain age, so some people might be gone, and then you're missing people.
Keep it light, Thomas. Keep it light.
Yeah,
just started. Keep it light. Yeah, I there were a couple of moments during Splintering Heart where I was just still taking in the amphitheater. You were kind of looking past the lasers up into the top of the amphitheater, thinking, we're actually here.
What's going on?
Yes. For months now, and we're actually here.
Yeah, it felt almost unbelievable. I kept looking around the arena, and then when H says, but not as was it that line where he goes, not as much as this. Then they just exploded the whole crowd up.
Yeah.
That's when it almost felt like it got released.
Yes.
That wonder. It was fantastic. And it was an incredible, standing ovation, instant. And you could see how you could see the band were touched and also looked rather relieved.
I think I get the feeling that the audience was just proud that our band was in that auditorium.
That's a good point.
Yeah, similar vibe to the Royal Albert Hall, wasn't it?
Yeah. We want them to do well. We will them to do well, and then this is them taking it to another level.
And yeah, blimey, they did well. I mean,
yeah.
They decidedly did not suck.
No. Must have been your conversation with Mr. Rothery that did that.
I think it inspired him.
Second track of the night was early in the set. Fantastic Place.
I find it odd seeing Fantastic Place back in the set, because it hasn't. I mean, for years it was in, a lot, but it seemed to have petered out of late, and it's good to make a bit of an appearance, and solid version.
I'm going to get my violin out here, because that that's a special song between me and my wife. So she wasn't there when they played that. So it got a bit moist for me.
It's a lovely song.
The word void later.
I do think Lucy was right though.
It's like tear in my eye. Moist is probably the wrong word.
No, I think it's exactly the right word. It was bloody hot, so we were moist, weren't we?
I do think Lucy was right though. I think it was a bit odd to have it that early in the set.
Yeah.
For me.
They certainly switched it round on the second night.
They did, yeah.
The You're Gone, which was probably more sensible.
Yeah.
Well, track 3 was You're Gone, with noticeably with Andy Gangadine playing playing an electronic drum kit during it.
Yeah. And it's odd to see You're Gone, because we don't see that often, but usually for the years that it was played a lot, you're used to it on a standing gig, and it's a bit of a move around to song. It's a bit of an odd one in a seated gig, the seated venue. It's I don't know if it works as well without it being a standing gig. Well, it's a classic single, but
I thought it was great. I love the percussive role of it. And Andy Gangadine, I did some research into him. He's played with Duran Duran, Massive Attack, and the Spice Girls, which is quite an array of bands.
Yeah.
I thought he really complimented Ian so well, and he looked cool as whatever.
Absolutely, yeah, very cool.
And what I love about that song also was Pete's bass, just rumbles along.
Yeah, always is.
It was good, and it was good. It gave them the chance to get quite a lot of audience participation, didn't it? Because what was coming next was certainly not that, because people didn't, because the new song was next, Ribbons and Lace, or most of it anyway.
So there is a note on Setlist FM.
There is
Ribbons and Lace, open
What did
brackets.
they say, Grae?
Oh, H forgot the words.
H forgot the words, close brackets.
Gone, I've forgotten.
Yeah.
It was only momentary. He picked it
It
up.
was,
Yeah.
To be honest with you, he could have sung anything, because we don't know it yet. So he could have sung anything.
That should actually be in the song now.
Yeah.
I think Ribbons and Lace, I think musically it's quite straightforward, and I'll put my hands up and say I do not like the start of it. I don't like H's falsetto and that at the start of it. I don't. It just doesn't work. And I know the song hasn't had, it needs, everyone's saying that it needs a lot more work. It needs a lot more work. I think it's lyrically, it's solid, but I just don't like the falsetto at the start. Musically, I think Rother's solo and out at the end is really, really good.
Lucy, that was Craig. All right.
I think they felt like they need to play something of the new album, and if they would have played like something like a song that is like 7, 8, 9 minutes long, they need much more practice, to get it ready to play it. And I mean, we all know like certain solo projects of the guys, and then this tour coming up, why basically the album is delayed. And I mean, last year, like a year ago, they were talking about that, most likely for the summer tour this year, most of the album will be played and all that, and it didn't happen. So
no.
I thought it was brave to play a new song. And Houston there, I actually really like the soft, vulnerable vocals, considering the guy is 70. That's remarkable vocal dexterity, I think. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting lyric, isn't it? It's an interesting lyric, and then an absolutely cracking Rothers solo at the end of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to hear a studio version, but yeah, it was great to hear it. And then into the K song.
I like the intro, because H asked on the Friday, how old did you need to be to know this one? And Pete just went, old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not lying either.
The crowd loved it. I know some people get a bit sniffy about it, but without Kaylee, we probably wouldn't be talking here, literally.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've seen the band now. It's over 175 plus times. Yet the amount of times I've seen Kaylee isn't really that many.
No.
You know, as
That's
a
because
percentage.
You're a late starter, mate.
Yeah.
I know I'm a late starter.
Saw it with the big Scottish man. We've seen it a few more times.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm a new starter, but 1991 was still 35 fucking years ago.
I know. I don't know.
But you know, this is what what you've already said as well. You know, they're not a heritage band. They don't rely on their big hits.
No.
For every concert. I mean, you go and see the majority of bands who have been around, their length of time, and they're the what Fish used to call the chicken in the basket brigade. And it's nice to hear some of the older material. It is a bit of a one-off, but they don't need it, and it was nice to hear it on this gig. So
it's more of a nostalgic nod backwards rather than, hey, here's our hits.
Exactly.
I'm glad they played some Fish era stuff because the rest of the band wrote that stuff. They've every right to play it. Yeah. I think it's great to see it represented in this set in this place. Really,
I love the way it segued into hotel hobbies.
Yeah, a little bit unusual, wasn't it?
It was, but it was surprising.
Yeah,
it was old, it was well known, but they still surprised us. That's Marillion for you.
Yeah. Ian got his chops out as well, did he, for that?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was another version of Hotel Hobbies. H has never sung Hotel Hobbies, and he still hasn't after this weekend.
No. Well, he sings the last section of it.
Yeah, true.
So it's not as if as long as he doesn't sing any of it, he's just singing like the last big quarter of it. It's always great to hear.
It is always great to hear.
The segue into Afraid of Sunlight's a bit odd though. I mean, I was hoping for one more too, because I know they got it on spoiler alert on the Sunday night. But fine well that Afraid of Sunlight is one of my all-time favorite Marillion songs, so I shan't complain.
Same here, Craig. Same here.
Yeah, it was a lovely version.
Yeah, it was great.
Really good.
And like
and well in the setting.
Yeah.
Also incredibly apt for recent news, sadly.
Yeah.
So I agree with what you're saying, like coming back to Kaylee. I think that's one real big hit the band ever had. So kind of like in a setting like that, at least once on 2 nights they need to play it. But for me it was like kind of like not really finished. For me, like if you play Kaylee, you need to end up playing Lavender.
And Blue Angel, yeah. I'm with you on that.
Like that somehow, fits together. But we can also see like at other weekends and stuff like that when they played that, and then Hearth of Leosian as a third song, which I like as a third song in a row. I saw that 2 years ago. They did that in Berlin, and afterwards, I don't remember what they played afterwards, but then just the atmosphere goes down a little bit. So I can also understand that they say like, okay, like we are filming that, we want to do like a Blu-ray out of that. So that one song we need to play, we want to play, but that's it. Then. Like what you guys said, like, they have a huge list of really good songs over the last almost 40 years, and that's also good.
Yeah, I hope it makes the final film. I really do.
Yes.
I think it really should be there.
It will be, because you still have like a few people who are looking for that song, and then they buy something.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that they will have Kaylee on it.
I think we were chatting about it on the night, Craig, weren't we? And I said something along the lines of it would be a easier song to get to media to promote the film when it comes out, because if you offer people a Kaylee clip as opposed to a track that they don't know, they might be more likely to pick that. But we shall see. From Afraid of Sunlight, as Leo mentioned earlier, we got Season's End.
Can I go back to... Right, are we going to do the lights later as a separate thing?
Yeah, we now.
They're talking now.
Because I thought in Afraid of Sunlight, it was that they were very orangey and yellow and red lights. It was so apt. Brilliant lighting from Jens. And Matt, I was really impressed with Mark Kelly's keyboard crescendo at the end. I just love that song. It's one of my faves. Probably.
So, it's something Jens has always been really good at, is getting the lighting to reflect either the subject matter or the emotional feeling.
Yeah.
You know, so we get later on with Easter, you see the colours with the green and the gold and the so he is very, very good at that. And it adds to the atmosphere. You know, I don't know what Sarah said, but for Rose, one of the things that made her feel as if it enveloped by the thing was the lights and the way everything was done. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jens has got better and better at lighting the space. He did it when the configuration of Port Zealand went the other way on. It gave them a wider stage.
Yeah.
They didn't particularly fill, but Jens filled it with lights and it kind of illuminated the whole thing. At this, he just took that whole thing to another level.
It like it gave us a roof almost.
Yes, yeah. I mean, the laser effect did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Season's End was, to go back to that was fantastic, I think. I think H was singing real passion with that one. I think he introduced it talking about the Super El Nino, didn't he?
Yes.
Just blown away. And I love the way the crowd was singing along with the opening lines. Felt like its own choir. Yeah, that was an emotional one.
The instrumental section at the end was.
I think that whole section from the Kaylee Hotel Hobbies Afraid of Sunlight sort of medley almost into Season's End and then the following one, it's just an astounding, how many minutes of music to put into a show. Fantastic. Yeah. We'll move on to the next one, but Season's End stood out for me. And I like the lights that were flickering down, which is obviously evoking the snow that may never fall on England. That was my interpretation of it. It didn't feel like there's much snow possible in that heat.
I was going to say, that was the furthest from my mind, and that
might have been ash.
Or was it the ash falling down? Yeah.
Ash and pumice falling down. Yeah.
No, it's fantastic.
It was a real highlight for me with Season's End in that first set. It looked amazing. It looked and sounded amazing. It really did. And then a track that the band really, really love, and rightly so, Care.
Epic is probably the best way just to say it, because it is. Epic's probably the best way to say it, because it's a big suite and it worked really, really well. And I think Andy brought a lot to it as well, because you could hear all different like beats and things and stuff that he was doing within it. But yeah,
can I say something? Sorry.
No, that's it. But the Angels on Earth really was a barnstormer ending, as it usually is.
Yeah.
Can I
Leo, what were you going to say?
Share something personal. So a good friend of mine, I won't name him, put it this way, he'd go miles and miles for you if he could. He was diagnosed with they call it non-curative now, but I think we all know what that means. With cancer last year, I think, and he's on maintenance drugs. And so when they start playing that dark funk of, that's what it feels like to me. It just chilled me. But he loves that song. It means so much to him for obvious reasons. It's really emotional knowing that he was in the crowd listening to that song about maintenance drug, which he takes every day to keep him alive as long as possible. It was something else. We heard it together at Leicester at 2022, I think, and we just spontaneously just hugged each other afterwards. But we didn't know he didn't have that condition then, or we didn't know about it. But it has come to mean so much. The guitar drips in emotion. I love the bird song. That's a new one.
Oh yeah, that was lovely.
I heard the bird song before in that.
No, it was really prominent one there on Saturday.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm hogging the air.
It's all right, Leo. You're going to transcribe it straight into the magazine. That's okay. No problem. No problem at all.
I'll get about 750 words, mate. So it's a lot shorter than this.
I thought, H was great all night, but the Angels on Earth section, she wrapped her arms around me, all of that section. He was absolutely on the money, you know, really going for it, projecting that into the audience. It was great, really, really good.
It felt like it wasn't an amphitheatre. It felt like a temple or a church by then, which, you know.
Yeah.
So that's my favourite rendition of Care that I've heard. Yeah, that version from Saturday night is the favourite version, even compared to the studio version. For me, what happened on a Saturday night was there was something different about it. And just listening to what Leo said, I don't know if it's because of circumstances. So we've had some serious illnesses in the family over the last couple of years, which didn't exist when I first heard it. So it probably, although COVID had happened and all that kind of stuff, it probably didn't mean as much. Whereas listening to the words, like Leo said, if you've got that in your life and you listening to the thing, whether it's because it meant more or because it was the setting, that the rendition on Saturday night was just something extra.
It was moving, so moving.
Yeah, really, really good.
Thomas, how was it for you?
It's not one of my favorite songs, so it was fine that they played it, but I wouldn't have missed it if they wouldn't have played it.
Okay, I'm glad I asked you that.
But I mean, it's also a good thing that we all have songs we like and we have songs we don't like. That's it's not like that I don't like it. There are other songs where I have more problems with, which I don't like. But you know, I mean, 20 plus albums. Of course, there is you know, something you don't like, and so both nights they didn't play anything where I just said, like, you know, I wish they wouldn't have played it. But this is one song where well, you know, that's the right word, yeah, like where I wouldn't have cared whether they played it or not. But for me, it's fine that they did it.
You didn't care about Kurt.
You know, I didn't care, but
it's all right, Thomas.
But like I said, you know, like there are other stuff, you know, they might have played and that would have bothered me. So,
spoiler alert, Thomas. There's one coming up for me.
I think it's one of their masterpieces of their whole career. I just can't believe how good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a great way to end the first set.
Oh, it's brilliant.
And the band went off at that point briefly. And then the Flowing Chords Choir came back on first, didn't they?
Yes.
So we'd had a bit of a teaser for this in the last two German gigs. They came back on and the band did a version of The Space with Flowing Chords.
Oh my God.
Are they called
It was incredible.
The Flowing Chords?
Yes, Flowing Chords. It was quite interesting for me because the arrangement of that vocal intro was the same as the strings intro, wasn't it?
Yes,
From
it
All
was,
One Tonight.
Yeah.
Which I thought was quite a nice touch, that kind of throwback to
the Albert Hall.
To the Albert Hall, which was quite nice.
Yeah.
And it builds and builds as well with the voices. It gets very busy but not cluttered.
Yeah.
I thought that choral backing gave it almost a baroque feel. I really
Yes. And when it builds up and they're doing the heavier section of it and they're doing the vocal stabs, which are previously synth parts, which so good. So good.
That was another one, an instant standing ovation. There was so many standing ovations in that show.
There were. I mean, I read a review that said there were more standing ovations on the Saturday than there were on the Sunday. But there's only Thomas would be able to tell us that. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it is interesting. So there's comments in the Setlist FM about things that went wrong with Steve's guitar. And there's the comment earlier on about the age forgetting the words. But there's no comment about Mark's keyboard sticking on the space, which it did, because I don't know if anybody else noticed it. There was a MIDI track.
Was that on
on Saturday? Yeah. So there was the MIDI note stuck, really high pitched, and you could see. And Mark realised, and he spent about 15 to 20 seconds frantically looking around and changing the keyboard and trying to fix the sound. and then got it back in again for the big stabs.
Yeah.
I thought
Just that one little bit.
I thought that was a jazz interpretation.
I'm sure it was. If you asked
Mark
him,
really looked mad.
He did. He was so angry with
He
himself.
was so
for the kit.
angry.
But I think it's a testament. So this, and then what comes later on, a testament to the band that despite, because they'll have all that in their ears and they will be painfully aware of what is going on as a band, but there was not even a blink from the others. It's like, let's go, keep going. Just shows as a unit how tight they are, and you know they know where they are, they know what they've got to do. Didn't affect the experience at all.
how did you find the opening to the second set, Stuart?
I thought it was incredible. That's the space. I love the space. It sounds amazing anyway, but it sounded so much richer with the choir and everything, and it was overtook me a bit, but it was great. Yeah, incredible.
And the staging was right, so that, I mean, there were 8 people in the choir with a choir master in front of them, but there was still enough space for everybody on stage, wasn't there, at that point?
Yeah, seemed to be. Yeah. It sort of everything worked quite well, and you know, people were able to move about. H was moving about, certainly.
Yeah, it was still, yeah. From there, we went to my favourite, Craig, The Crow and the Nightingale.
Oh,
And
what
you
a song.
didn't tear up as much as I was expecting you to.
The furry jacket
I mean-
came out, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to watch that, I tell you.
It must be mad in that heat wearing that thing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you think how bad it would have been on the Sunday after the Saturday if it had a chance to have a wish?
I mean, let's not forget he started the gig with an overcoat on. All right, it's like, what the hell?
There'll be some Febreze required there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Industrial
Right,
strength.
have it back, I tell you.
Obviously, I mean, Rose hasn't seen them since 2019, so she'd never seen The Crow and the Nightingale, so and he came out.
Oh, wow.
He had that jacket put on, and she just sort of looked at me and went, "What the fuck's he doing?" Because he was like doing the wings and things and flying around the stage. And she's like, "What the fuck?"
I thought
just watch.
his crow-like movements were quite mesmerising. I thought it was interesting take on it.
It's my favourite song from that album, and the choir brought something different to it as well. It was incredible. I mean, I don't know if I cried, Craig. I don't know.
You were slightly moist of eye, but you didn't cry like you normally do.
It was hot. That's my
Your tear ducts were dry.
my tears
because you were sweating too
evaporated.
much.
Yeah. I thought it was a stunning version. It was probably, I'm looking at the set list. It was probably my highlight of the evening, if I'm honest.
Really?
Yeah, it really gets me in the feels, that song. I think it's amazing. What more can I say? There were a couple of points in the night where I forgot where we were, and that was one of them.
Yeah,
It was just taken by the music, and I forgot where we were. That was amazing. And then we got the seldom heard Easter.
Yeah.
How does that go again?
It was a great version, wasn't it?
Yeah, and again with the choir, just works so well.
Just lifted it, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, after the intensity of care and sort of poetry of Crow and the Nightingale, I think Easter, because it's a bit folky, a bit more accessible, I thought that was a good release valve almost. And it is almost one of their hits, even though it wasn't a hit. It feels like a big hit. It was a minor hit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though it comes down.
Sorry?
Even though it comes down, so it did give you that kind of breather. The end of it doesn't. That sort of "what will you do" section. I love that section because it's just it explodes at the end of this. There's a kind of tension all the way through the song, and then it just lets it rip, and it was brilliant. And again, if you go back to Jens's lighting, I love the way he lights that song. He's got a rhythm that he lights that song with, and the colouring and what have you. It just so well done.
The next song, if you'd have asked me what was on the set list, I would never have guessed this song.
It's an odd song to put in this kind of set. Yeah, there's this and another one.
It is. They did a version of Lucky Man with flowing chords.
I think it works better. I think it works better, this version with the choir, than the other previous versions, like live versions and stuff. It's not one of my favourite songs at all, but it worked well on the evening it did.
There was a lot of crowd participation on this, wasn't there? A lot of singing the chorus.
I'm going to be honest. I mean, sounds that can't be made. I only like Gaza and Sky Above the Rain. I wish they played that, by the way. And I've always been a bit neutral about Lucky Man, but I actually thought it really worked well with the choir. Yeah. There was quite a bluesy feel to it, with Rothery licking out the blues on his guitar. Yeah. It sort of gave a new insight into the song. I've got more respect for it, so perhaps I need to be a bit fairer to the rest of Sounds That Can't Be Made.
It did give it a new life. There was that kind of, it was that kind of bluesy, gospel-y type of.
Well, that's the thing. There is a gospel demo of it, and I just pushed it a bit more in that direction. I know Lucy's announced today on Facebook that the choir will be with the band at the 2 London shows on the UK tour.
Yeah.
And if they play this, I really hope they do the gospel arrangement of it.
So, Lucy, if you're listening.
Well, she's in the hot tub at the minute, so if we shout loud enough, she may be able to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ian can get that section off, but yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Next track was Out of This World, which was eventful, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Bang, clatter, pop.
Bzz, 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 bzz.
When was that? Was that the Sunday? Saturday.
Saturday. Rothers
had his amp problems.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
On Setlist FM, it says brackets. Steve R had terrible amp problems.
Yeah, I mean, it was really interesting because they thought it was a microphone. You heard them say, which mic is it? And then they dropped both and they both worked. So they knew it wasn't a microphone. Then they repatched some of the pedals that didn't work. You saw in time for the solo and Out of This World, they patched him into the Sans amp or whatever it is that he's got in the rack so that he could play without the JC 120. So we got the solo, slightly thinner than it would normally, but we got the solo, which was brilliant. And then they went back, and just before the end of the song, they actually changed out the amplifier, which is why I said to Lucy, was it the amp or something? Sorry, but it was odd hearing it without guitar. I didn't realize how much guitar was in it. I know that sounds weird, but to hear it almost a cappella, because it's very sparse without that.
Yeah.
So, because I heard all the distorted guitar sounds, Tony. Yeah. I thought some of those intentional. That was just technical.
No, it was technical. Basically, the amp had gone. The amp had blown. Yeah.
I really like those. I should put them in.
I'm sure Rothers. It was Rothers' facial expressions that gave it away to me. Yeah.
It was when H, after the song, H went, "Do you want a drink?"
Yeah.
Took him over a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
And he went, "Yes, I do."
I think I like the choir again. They added so much to that show. I like the sort of elegiac choral backing to the end of the song. It's fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
And then Craig's favourite, Living in.
Well, I'll quote the late great Keith Harris with Cuddles the monkey. I ate that duck. But yeah, Living in Fear. I'll have the most toys 5 times over this.
Why do you hate it?
Really?
I've just always disliked this song. It just doesn't, the chorus and everything just doesn't work for us. And the change up and stuff. It's to me, it's the only really Marillion song that is like nails on a chalkboard to me. And you know how big bad.
He's got cloth ears, Leo.
It don't know exactly why, but it's just been a bane of my life since it came out. But this version did improve with the choir. Definitely did improve with the choir. But it's just one of the songs that I just can't get away with.
I love the sentiment of the lyrics. It's a great
song. I was just going to say that there. Yeah, the sentiment of it. Yeah.
Not the sentiment. It's fine. I just don't like it.
I've just had to allow this, Craig. Carry on.
One of my favourite songs of the last few albums, to be honest. There is something about it that I just absolutely love. And it might be the sentiment, I'm not sure, but and it's got a vibe, it's got a bounce to it, which has been, as Ian said earlier, has been kind of lacking from a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it's kind of, it feels like, if you don't listen to the lyrics, it feels like a light-hearted song, but it's really not.
It's really not, yeah.
And the We're Not Green, We're Just Pleasant section with the choir was brilliant.
Oh, it was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was sat next to him, he was grumping away, but I loved it.
Rose just looked at me and gave me a big hug, so I must have teared up a bit.
Anything on this one, Thomas?
I loved it. It was really good. I even liked it the second night better. I just liked the introduction by H. That second night was better, I thought. But
what did he say?
he was just talking about that the world is changing, and when they wrote that song, they didn't think about like where this world is going to. So he basically ended up before he started. So thanks to Vladimir Putin and Donald fucking Trump, we are living in fear.
Right. Wow.
Okay. Very good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was the most political statement he did on both nights, and I liked that. And John, I think I told you before, like when Fish played in Glasgow, a Feast of Consequences, and he said afterwards, like, this was for Ukraine. This is like when he caught like my 19-year-old daughter at that time. So, at the latest, he caught my daughter in Pompeii here with that song. So she's very political, and she's slowly getting into the right kind of music, but
the right kind of music.
I sold my wife's ticket to Thomas. I'm pleased to hear that.
Excuse me? Leo, I didn't hear you.
I sold my ticket to you for your daughter, so I'm really pleased. I'll tell my wife that we put you back from her ticket at least.
Yeah, well, like what happened before, my wife was supposed to come as well, but she didn't want to go to the concert, and so my daughter was going as well, and then she was going to see one of the concerts with me, and then when you were offering a ticket, I just thought like, okay, then she just has to take it, and go to both concerts if she's with me, and that was fine. She enjoyed it and had a really good time.
Brilliant.
Okay. Last song of the main set on the Saturday was Go.
It was beautiful. There you go. Back in the game.
Oh, it's back in the room, folks. He's back on board.
It's stunning, and the with the choir and the lighting, the surroundings, just it was just a perfect song for the venue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think the Wide Awake section with the choir was really powerful.
Say that again.
The Wide Awake section with the choir.
Yeah.
Don't write it down, Leo. I want a co-write. If you're putting that in,
I am writing that down, mate. Thank you.
We all want credits, Leo. Okay.
The only thing missing was the finger lights.
True. But yeah,
some people
the Wide Awake
with mobiles. Yeah.
Yeah.
A few mobile lights up, yeah.
Again with really powerful lighting, I think. And then we just got one encore on the Saturday. Now, start a little bit late on Saturday, so I'm feeling, although we have seen the set list, and this is all that was on the set list, isn't it?
Yeah, there was nothing removed from the set list. It was exactly as printed for the band, and it was the same on the Sunday. And I don't think there was actually much difference in time overall. If you look at what was taken out and added in, I think it was pretty much of a muchness. 5 minutes.
5 minutes, I think. Yeah.
But an uplifting end. I mean, Man of a Thousand Faces.
Man of a Thousand Faces was great because all the choir to the front of the stage was Mr. H, as we kind of alluded to in the first half of this podcast.
Yeah, just everybody started getting up and going to the front, didn't they, at that point?
Yeah, there was. I couldn't
move.
see that from where I was, but now afterwards, from talking to a few people, they've got
Yes.
dials
Yeah.
to what's in it.
I find it's really interesting because we did the recent episode about the Digital Front Row Club, and I was talking about having Man of 1,000 Faces at the start of a set,
Yeah.
and it worked, and yet it worked so well at the end of a set as well, and it's such a happy way to finish a gig.
Oh yeah, it doesn't age, does it? Really
No.
at all? You know.
One of my favorite songs, and together with the chorus, just awesome. I mean,
that's a 30-year-old song, nearly, isn't it? You know.
That's next year, yeah.
Shush, yeah.
No need for that, Stuart, is there? Yeah, we're old. All right, we're old. I'm even older than I was when I went to this game.
It sounds modern.
I'm gonna prove Andy Russo right and say that, you know, and be a moaner. I think if there's one thing about the set, in hindsight, looking at it, there's a lot of the material that was done in the second half of the set that was the same as the second half of the Royal Albert Hall set. So you've still got you've got songs that are the same. I know they're 10 years apart, but you know, The Space, Easter, Go. I mean, Afraid of Sunlight was on it. So I do wonder if the decisions are made about, you know, how much they talked about what they wanted to play. I don't know why they've settled on the same songs, because it's going to be another big release.
I suppose they just.
I mean, surely that would be part of the conversation with the choir as to what they got arrangements
Yeah,
for.
probably. Yeah.
You don't have
that consideration.
time they had to pull this together. I mean, although they decided to book them, they probably didn't work together until the last week of the German tour.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But also they have been trying out other songs on the tour. I mean, you've had things like Sounds That Can't Be Made, The Only Unforgivable Thing. There are other songs that could have potentially been on.
So it's probably what worked, and I think, like Ian says, working out the flow of the set.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, I was really excited. I mean, if you go back to our 2 episodes to our talking with people on the German tour, I mean, I thought the opening set lists for the first couple of nights of the German tour were absolutely fantastic. You know, I thought they were, you know, really, really strong.
But it bodes well for the UK, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh yeah.
Should we look at the differences for the Sunday night? So this is where
Rain,
Tom's there.
rain, and rain.
Well, Sugar Mice in the Rain.
Yes.
Indeed.
that was awesome.
Thomas, did Hotel Hobbies go straight into Sugar Mice?
I don't have the set list for Sunday in my head, and
They followed each other, but
Did they not do? They didn't do Warm Wet Circles. They did Sugar Mice instead, wasn't it?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. So Splinter and Heart, You're Gone, Fantastic Place, Hotel Hobbies into Sugar Mice, Ribbons and Lace, Season's End. Then you had Care. Then the second part, you did The Space, Crow the Nightingale, Easter, Lucky Man, Out of This World, Living in Fear, Go. Then Man of 1,000 Faces ended the second set. And then you had Wave, Mad, and The Great Escape as the final encore. So not as happy an ending as ending with Man of 1,000 Faces.
yeah, but like with Men of 1,000 Faces, like the first night, people got out of their chairs and, you know, went in front of the stage and were dancing there. So all people were happy both nights.
Mm-hmm.
So they pushed Fantastic Place back between the Saturday and the Sunday, but they also moved Ribbons and Lace as well, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yes.
the Ribbons and Lace was further back in.
Yeah.
Pushed it further back in the set.
they swapped Fantastic Place and You're Gone.
But Ribbons and Laces was relatively at the beginning as well. So maybe they played, you know, instead of 2 songs, maybe 3 or 4 songs before, but it was, you know, in the first half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Encore, great. I think it would have been great to see the encore. I think Wave and Great Escape, Man of Great Escape is a great way to end.
Hopefully we'll see it on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
But yeah, what an incredible pair of gigs.
And it's going to be interesting to see how Tim edits it, whether they'll do the 2 nights as 2 separate gigs, or whether they'll intercut the 2 nights together. Because
I think, yeah.
Because with the rain, yeah, it depends. Oh, look, suddenly somebody's wet. Oh, somebody's dry. Oh, somebody's wet. Oh, somebody's dry.
I think he'll intercut it, to be honest. But
I think it'll be one film. They won't put nights out.
Oh, just put them both on the disc.
It'll be incredible to see, though, because you could see the drones going overhead, sort of way up in the sky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was the slightly disconcerting moment on the Saturday where the fireworks started going off. I did wonder what the hell was going on.
Yeah. It was somewhere else. It was just the drugs being sold somewhere.
Yeah. But the overall vibe of the whole weekend was just amazing. And I think, was it John that you said it? It was that feeling of expectation at the beginning, the whole thing. It was just, when you got into the amphitheatre, because we went during the day.
Yeah,
we saw it when it was set up and Phil was running around, but it was just we couldn't get past that barrier at the Pink Floyd tunnel. And even then, looking at it, thinking, this is real. And then being able to get in there on the Saturday night, you could feel everybody's expectation.
Walking down those tunnels, Grae.
Yeah.
2,000-year-old tunnels, and
it's crazy.
Heading down it,
But it was, I know I said it earlier, it was genuine pride at the fact that our band was playing that venue.
Yeah.
We've all watched the Floyd film numerous times, and then more recently, Mr. Gilmore's amazing show.
Yeah.
And to actually be there there's no way I would have ever gone there without this happening. So I'm really grateful that they did it.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I think they did a really good job preparing everything. And I imagine, like, when they just started with saying, like, we are going to Pompeii, there was a lot of pressure on the entire band. Like, like what kind of songs to choose, how to do it. And let me see who it was Craig who said that before, that it was not Craig, where is it? It was Stuart who said that before, with the second part, when the chorus came in, that somehow they just went to another level. And for me, like, for all the songs in the second part of the concert, both nights, I think I've never heard those songs as good as in Pompeii. And that was, for me, that was an amazing experience.
Definitely. Well, look, we've all had an amazing weekend. I just want to repeat the thanks to the band and the management and the support team and anybody that was involved in putting these shows on. But I want to thank the fans as well, because I saw lots of friends, even briefly, just to say hi. The queue to get in on the Saturday was quite long, and people walking up and down the queue saying hi to people.
We've got loads of hugs and loads of cuddles and things.
Positive messages about the podcast.
I mean, this was
John's been a little bit. He's been a little bit modest. He got a standing ovation in the square at one point as well.
No.
Yeah, we're like, John.
No.
And it's funny because it's on the way into Pompeii and throughout Pompeii, and when we were leaving and back in Sorrento and at the airport. This is the first time Sarah's experienced it. I had quite a few people coming up and saying that they loved the podcast and saying hello. And I didn't have, and sometimes I didn't even have like Marillion t-shirt on or anything like that. I had different, some of them, they recognised me. And it's the first time Sarah's actually seen it, finding it quite funny. And everyone's been absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Yeah, I didn't wear a Marillion shirt all weekend. And we were in a bar and somebody heard me talking to Grae.
I still recognized you.
Well, I know, Thomas, but with this face,
But John, you and I both had people come up and say they recognised our voices.
Yes,
even though they didn't know what we looked like.
Yeah.
And I met the two Johns sat behind me on the Saturday night. I was chatting away to these two blokes from Scotland, John and John, And they went, "What's your name?" I went, "Grae." And they went, "Grae Tennick." And I went, "Yeah." And he went, "He was just talking about you on the flight over. You're the one that helped him get his Stephen Wilson headphone dust working." So it's such a tiny world.
Everybody's really friendly. And, Craig and I want to thank you for listening to the podcast. We encourage you, if you're not a member of the Facebook group, please come and join the Facebook group and join the conversation there.
It's a lively place.
Yeah, there's lots of views, and we talk about everything that's going on. We've got an interesting couple of months coming up. We've obviously got the Marillion UK tour. We've got Mr. Hackett and Mr. Rothery's album coming out. We've got the new Edison's Children album coming out. We've got the Ice Cream Genius coming out. There's lots of stuff happening in Marillion.
The UK tour.
All of the UK tribute bands are on tour again. So,
we'll be in Blackpool in August.
Yeah. And we'll probably catch up with Marquis Square Heroes again as well, I've no doubt. But there's lots coming up. But please join the Facebook group. Like and subscribe if you like the podcast. Remember, we're the only free Marillion podcast.
And that's overcharging.
The only free one. There is a reason that we're free, and I'll let you decide what that is.
Quality control.
But yes. But we've had some great guests on here this evening. Obviously want to thank Ian Mosley and Lucy Jordash and Stephanie Bradley for being on earlier. But then these guys have been brilliant, telling us all about their weekend. Thank you to Thomas.
You're welcome. And if you're all around on October 25th, I'm organizing a concert called Proctober. You find information on proctober.de. So Mr. Punch is playing in Neuss, Germany. That's close to Düsseldorf.
Oh, wow. Send me the link, Thomas. I'll put it in.
I will.
Put it in the show notes.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you to Leo Trimming. If you're a Prog subscriber, you've had a sneak preview of his review tonight.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Read it.
Thanks for coming on, mate. Do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you to Graham Tennick.
Thanks for having us as always.
Thank you, mate, for being my travelling companion with Stuart. And thank you, Stuart.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And His Lordship, Mr. Houston. Thank you for doing the podcast at the half, and we didn't spend much time together this weekend, did we?
No, it was all too brief. It was all too brief, but I think we'll be making up for it on the UK tour.
I think maybe slightly different in September. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks, Craig, and thank you to Emperor Vespasian and John Merrick.
Stop it, because that will catch on.
Seen the pictures, mate. It's unmistakable.
I know.
And I need to say thanks to Craig, because Sarah it made it really enjoyable for Rose having someone that wasn't me to talk to.
I mean, to be fair, I feel sorry for both of them, because me and Stuart and Grae as well were bombarding them like hell, because we're doing Jurassic Park soon on Planet Sci-Fi, and we're trying like hell to get them to come on and do the episode with us, but they're having absolutely none of it, because they're both sci-fi fans and both absolutely love the Jurassic Park franchise. But will they come on? Will they shite?
By the way, Craig, you inspired me to go up Vesuvius. I saw your pictures. You went up for Vesuvius, didn't you?
We went right up to the top at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh my God.
I was there. Roasting it. What an
it was epic. It was really, really good. Yeah. Wow. Sure, there's still strength in the old man here.
As promised, we have some on-the-spot reporting coming for you, which may or may not feature the following people: Andrew Barnsley Wood, Kevin Fox, Lee Fuller, James Levy, Steve Prest, Paul and Debbie McMillan, and Graham and Rose Tennick. Possibly more, but listen on for some more of the escapades in Pompeii. We'll be back next week with something else. All that remains to be said is good night from me.
And salve from me.
Take care.
And stay alive.
Hey. Might get a load of wind though.
Might get a load of wind, says James Levy, or Levy, depends how you pronounce it. Hello, everybody. It's approximately midday. It's on the Friday before our concert in Pompeii, and we're on top of some hilltop, looking over the city and Mount Vesuvius. Setting the scene for anyone who's sat at home. Maybe it's 10 degrees, it's grey out there, chucking down with rain in Lancashire. And here we are, it's best part of 30 odd degrees. Just tucking into a Coca-Cola and a croissant. Pubs are not open yet. We're being very responsible, avoiding the public houses till at least 1 p.m.
Yep.
Doing a bit of sightseeing in front. We can see some pigeons, some fellas on mopeds, a few tourists, and looking out over the terracotta houses of Naples. Anything to add there, Mr. Levy?
It's lovely.
That's not enough for radio. You've got to comment more.
It's windy.
It's windy.
Yeah, it is windy. But no, it's been a good walk up.
We can see a plane just coming in. I think that's transporting Mr. John Merrick into Naples, all the way from Leeds, Bradford, I would imagine.
I didn't hear any "ow" much as it went past.
Anyway, we'll rejoin you later on. We'll try and track down some likely candidates to add to this production. See you later.
Arrivederci.
Good afternoon, listeners. It's now 1 minute past 2 on Friday afternoon. We're still in Naples, outside a pub called the Kite Beer, and I've bumped into a group of like-minded people. I wonder where they're from and wonder if they're enjoying their trip.
Hello, it's Peter Evans from London, and a whole crowd from Cardiff and various other parts of the UK.
And it looks like they're all drinking beer, looking around the thing. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves, chatting away.
It's mostly German beer, actually.
Mostly German beer. Anyway, are you looking forward to tomorrow night or Sunday night?
It's going to be good.
Which night are you going? Are you
both? Go both.
Both nights, proper fans
here. You can't
here.
come out here without.
We've got some proper fans here. Right, I'm going to hand back to you, John. We're all set. I hope you've arrived in Italy. I think it's not still sat in Leeds Bradford
Airport. He was on the plane earlier, wasn't he?
I know, faffing around. Okay, best wishes, guys. Bye-bye. Anyway, welcome to the Man from Planet Marzipan podcast. That's right, isn't it, Steve? It's been rechristened, everybody. We're going to start calling it the Man from Planet Marzipan.
Sure. I've listened.
I'm going to describe him. Who do you think this is? He's got an Hawaiian shirt on, very nice quality there. He's got some blue jeans on, status quo-like, but only up to the knees. He's got his Nike Jerusalems on his feet, and he's got hair a little bit like Father Christmas with a beard. There's only one person it could be. It's my favourite and yours. It's Steve Prest.
Yeah, hello, it's Steve Prest here, and there's nothing wrong with the hair because Steve H. Hogarth has copied off me because he got sick of dyeing it. So yes, welcome.
Sick of dyeing his hair we're talking about, not dyeing off. Here we go.
Welcome all listeners to the Man from Planet Marzipan, which it's always been called that. When I was there from the very beginning, I listened to the first episode, which I thought was very good. Second one was...
It did went downhill when they started changing the name, didn't they? It's definitely the Man from Planet Marzipan podcast.
The second one was pretty good, but then Barnsley was on one of them, that was all right. And then it got a bit boring after that. Then they changed the name and thought, that's it.
Bag of shite. Anyway, very good, everybody. We're here in the middle of God knows where we are. Where are we? Naples. Outside the White Rose Tavern, the Naples branch, otherwise known as the Oak. And that's it. And nothing more to add. Have a great evening. We'll see you on tour. Bye-bye. Oh, fantastic. I've just managed to find my good friend Lee Fuller, who's, rumour has it, he's had the most difficult journey of all 3,000 of the fans. Hello, Lee. Could you tell the listeners how you managed to get all the way from rainy Burnley to Pompeii?
On a bus.
On a bus.
Oh, sorry.
Tell us all about it.
Sorry, 6 buses.
6, no, as they say in Lancashire, buzzers. 6 buzzers.
No, different part of Lancashire.
Oh, is it? So tell us all about it, Lee. Condense it to about 30 seconds, otherwise it ain't going to make the cut.
Okay, Lower House to Burnley, Burnley to Manchester, Manchester to London Victoria, London Victoria to Paris. Obviously, the bus couldn't swim, so we went on a ferry.
Yeah.
Paris to Torino.
Yeah. And rumour has you only paid £13.20. Is that true?
That is a blatant lie.
Oh, right. Anyway, so if anyone can beat that, obviously contact the show. But so far, the winner of the hardest working, furthest travelling, epic journeyman of all time goes to our good friend Lee Fuller of the Lancashire Borough.
Did you just call me a journeyman?
You're done, mate. You're done.
Hello, you're going to believe this, but I've met Jeremy here from Bedfordshire. We've just been talking about which we prefer. Do we like Woburn or Woburn Sands? Oh, Woburn. It's got to be Woburn. That's very posh. I'm very posh. But I still love the band. Anyway, and one last thing. Unless I'm mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's either tonight they're going to sack off the Marillion stuff and they're going to play either Medal or Selling England by the Pound. Which do you prefer? Medal. I'm a big fan. I want to hear it. I want Gilmore to come on and play the solos. I love it.
Okay, everybody, I'm joined by a new traveller. I'd like to welcome the world famous Kevin Fox, who's just flown in all the way from Ayia Napa. He was out clubbing last night. Come on, Foxy, tell us all about it. It's hot. Ding! What time did you get up this morning, Foxy? What time did you get up to be here?
2 o'clock.
Excellent. And second question, have you got a thirst on, Foxy?
I've always got a thirst on, especially when I'm with you and Mr. James.
Oh, right, everybody. It's had a 25-minute warning, and then the guys from the White Rose Tavern, the Taverna Rosa Albert, will be marching up the high street with their flags. Okay, I've just arrived now in a place called Pompeii. I've walked up the high street, looking to the left of the Basilica. Don't worry, it's all fine, John. It's all fine. Looking to the left of the Basilica. To the right, I can see it's the lounge bar. And above me, I can see the White Rose Tavern flag. So, unbelievably, under the White Rose Tavern flag, who should I bump into but Faye and Mezza? Hello, John. Hello. Now I've taken over your podcast, I thought it'd be a great opportunity to interview you and make sure you're all right.
You've taken over as the proprietor of this pub as well.
So, first of all, John, how do you like the new name? Apparently it's now called the Man from Planet Marzipan podcast, thanks to Steve Prest.
Well, Steve is obviously a legend in his own lunchtime, as we know. But I think Marillion might have a problem with that.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So back to the old name it is then. I am joking, of course. There's no replacing John Merrick and Craig, of course. Not blowing too much smoke up their arse. But no, they're legends. I'd like everyone to clap their hands while you're listening at home going, thanks, Mezza, and thanks, Grae, for a wonderful podcast.
I usually do the joke about John having the pasta one.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Sorry, anyway, let's cut to the chase, John.
Have you invoiced us for this yet, Barnes?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, one last thing, listeners. I've just received a little present from John. It's a, what does it say on it? Planet Marzipan, Friend of the Pod badge. That's what it says on it. There you go, and it's a pleasure. Anyway,
how come I've got one? You know,
let's go to the chase. Are you looking forward?
I've got some news.
Anyway, have you heard the rumours about tonight? I'm sure you have.
Yes.
The one about them playing the Hall of Medal and they're sacking off all their regular rubbish and play straight to Medal.
But the encore is the kazoo version of Brave, isn't it?
Again,
the much lauded kazoo version of Brave.
I'll have to do it again. Anyway, at some point I'm going to be handing over this, what's the word, not footage, but this shit show to Craig, and he's going to do his Trevor Horn, and we're going to sound intelligent.
It'll sound 80s-tastic when he's finished with it, won't it?
Right. There's certain things I can do, and there's certain things I can't do.
Anyway, very good. I'm sure that's usable. And Barnsley for the cup.
Okay, it's still Saturday afternoon. I'm in the pub. Where's that gone? All right. I'm still here, Saturday afternoon, out with glitter artists such as Barnes and Foxy. But I'm here with Paul and Debbie McMillan. And Paul's here because he's doing the gig.
I am indeed.
And Debbie's not going to the gig.
I am not going to the gig.
Why aren't you going to the gig?
I'm not going to the gig because I am a Marillion widow. I appreciate the band. I like to see them live on occasion. I am not going this evening or tomorrow night because I wanted to give real Marillion fans a chance to go and see the band, and it's not fair if I go. I will be on a rooftop bar watching, so yeah, enjoying that.
In the shade?
In the shade, with alcohol. I appreciate everything that surrounds Marillion, and this is why I'm here. I've made some really, really good friends through the band. I've met the band themselves, who are absolutely incredible. But Marillion are, they're a really, really good live band, and I enjoy them. but I'm not a fan.
Paul, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
Do you know what? On your last podcast, I had to switch it off because I wanted to be surprised. So I'm really looking forward to anything and everything that goes tonight.
Well, you've seen Seamus this weekend, and he's bursting to tell people what
I know he is. He has to, because. Well, I've just told him.
Yeah,
I just had to tell him. No.
We were with Seamus and Anya last night in Naples. We were having some pizza and a drink, and he tried to go down that route. And Paul's just like, nope, not off right there. I don't want to know.
Yeah, no, he's trying to tell everybody, but yes. It's going to be a fantastic evening. I think you're going to have a fantastic evening as well, Debbie.
I'm going to have a great evening.
Yeah, in a different way.
I'll have Mount Vesuvius on one side. I will have probably a Marillion light show on the other. But I will be very, very close. Hopefully I'll be able to hear it. But I hope everybody has a really, really good time. And I'm looking forward to seeing more and more Marillion friends that I've made along the way.
Brilliant. Thank you, guys. See you later on.
See you later.
Okay. Oh, we're at Pizza Immacolata.
Immacolata, it is.
We are sat.
But we're not eating pizza.
Not yet. We're sat in Pompeii. It is. What's the date?
It is the 25th of
Saturday, the 25th of July. We're at a lovely roadside, street side pizzeria.
Yep.
I'm with Grae and Rose, who've been my travel companions, and we are very excited for tonight's gig, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. And we've already been to see the layout.
Yeah, we've been in to see the amphitheatre, and the band are all set up, and Phil Brown was marching around.
It's quite exciting.
Yeah. Yes, really good. How's your morning been, Rose?
What's not to love? Pompeii is amazing. The locals are friendly. There's pizza, pasta, and wine.
Service is fantastic.
Sunshine, the sunshine, the ruins. There's so much to see, so much to do, and then to top it all off, got Marillion tonight. What is not to love about this?
Yeah, we saw lots of fans last night, didn't we? We were out in
yeah.
town last night. Met a few people, had a few beers.
We did. Mama's Bar.
Yeah.
Weird service, but fantastic beer.
Yeah. Good atmosphere in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, and even, I mean, it's like fan spotting. And you hear all these accents, and there's people that aren't wearing t-shirts, and you talk to them, and they're going to the gigs as well. Like the Glaswegian from Australia that we met this morning.
The Costa Rican guy, Milton.
Costa Rican guy, Milton.
A lovely bloke. He was there. Then the chaps from Australia. All the way from Australia to come here. What amazing! And the community just gets better and better.
They said 70% of people to the gig have travelled overseas to come to the concert.
That's probably right.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing night. I certainly know that. We've met a few people who are doing both gigs.
Yeah,
fantastic. We're obviously only doing Saturday.
And there are some people that we've met that are only doing the Sunday, so they're taking today as a rest day.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's now 11 a.m. on Sunday morning, and we're now sat at the airport on the way home after last night's fantastic gig.
Fantastico.
Now, I'm here with James Levy, and he's going to tell you what he remembers of it without doing too many spoilers, although I don't doubt spoilers will have already been mentioned on your show.
I think it was an amazing gig. The venue the amphitheatre was just incredible. Massive kudos to Jens for the lights.
Yeah, they were excellent.
Really, really created the atmosphere of the songs and really pushed where we were. Bit hard sitting on the seats, but there you go.
Yeah, the Farmer Giles were now as fat as ever. No, I'm joking. And what else was I going to say? There was two very impressive White Rose Tavern flags, one at the front and one at the back. I'm sure everybody spotted those.
Yeah.
Highlights for me were Care, which was great. What did they play second? Can you remember? Because I was crying for that, whatever that was.
It was a Fantastic Place.
A Fantastic Place, yeah.
They weren't going to play, and then they did.
That's right. And other highlights, I thought Go was great.
Yeah. The opening for Splintering Heart with all the lasers and everything.
Oh, Splintering Heart was great. Yeah, that was good. I know it's a spoiler, but you must have got to it by now. Everybody is the choir, which were very present. They very much weren't a backing thing. At some point, they were lead vocals, I would say.
Yeah, especially in the last song.
Especially in the last song. And they were very, very good.
Was it the Flying Chords or?
Flying, yeah, something like that. Flying Chords, yeah. And then the last bit of intel, which again, you probably already discussed, was the start of Out of This World, which most certainly was Out of This World.
The kazoo version.
Yeah, it started off in a very, again, without spoiling it too much, started off with full choir intro, and then Rothers kicked in with what can only be described as a car crash plugged into a lead guitar amp. And it took them probably, I would say, 30 seconds to get back in line. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, and he had a beer.
And he had a beer, as did we.
Yeah.
I think that's everything, other than to discuss...
the new song?
There's a new song, which I thought was great. I'd never heard it before.
Ribbons and Lace.
Yeah.
They've been playing it on, I think, every night of the tour, and it's changing every night of the tour, because it's
not written yet.
Finished yet. But last night, I thought Rother's solo on the song was great.
Yeah. And then what else was I going to say? I had one last thought. Oh, yes. We spent a fair bit of time in the Piazza Square, and there's a brand new pub called the White Rose Tavern, where we all spent our time meeting up with old friends and gossiping and chatting and drinking the local lemonade. I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Good to see everybody. And that's it. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was just going to say, sorry, I was missing that bit because we're being served our drinks.
Oh, yeah. The Coca-Cola and the pizza's turned up.
It was great to see everybody. There was a real good atmosphere. Everybody was up for the gig, and just walking around the amphitheatre saying hello to people. So it was lovely. Whoever we said hello to, hello.
Yeah. And everyone we missed, bad luck, you missed out.
Okay. Toga's a go-go.
Toga's a go-go. Bye-bye.
Look at the way it is today, it's getting out of hand. There's no decorum in the forum. Depravity's surrounding me, I don't know where to turn. But give me time and I'll soon learn. Oh, Lurkio, woe is Lurkio. Hang on a tick while I touch up the prologue. Up, Pompeii, up, Pompeii. I never seem to get it all. Up, Pompeii, Pompeii, salute, naughty, naughty. Up, Pompeii. Osculatio, flagellatio. It may sound plain with a Latin name, but up, Pompeii, up, Pompeii. I never ever get it all. Pompeii, Pompeii. I never seem to get it all. Pompeii, Pompeii, salute, naughty, naughty. Pompeii. Look at the way it is today, it's getting out of hand. There's no decorum in the forum. Depravity's surrounding me, I don't know where to turn. But give me time and I'll soon learn. Oh, Lurkio, woe is Lurkio. Hang on a tick while I touch up the prologue. Up, Pompeii, up, Pompeii. I'm always out to get it all. Up, Pompeii, Pompeii, salute, naughty, naughty. Up, Pompeii. There's an awful lot who have gone to pot and got an itch to roam. You should see 'em in the Colosseum. And they're quite at home in the Hippodrome. You can choose who you prefer, 'cause Ben-Hinn looks like Ben-Hur. Osculatio, flagellatio. It may sound tame with a Latin name, but why don't you come and get it? Oh, Pompeii, Pompeii, salute, naughty, naughty.
for listening to Planet Marzipan Podcast. Please like and subscribe from whichever platform you get your podcasts from. You can contact us at planetmarzipanpodcast@gmail.com and check out marillion.com, fishmusic.scot